What if I told you that some problems cannot be solved using static equilibrium equations? It's true, some can't, and these problems are called statically indeterminate. And the reason is sometimes they have too many constraints. So let's move over and I'm going to do a quick example and show you that some problems cannot be solved. So we have this beam here, and the beam has a loading on it of 10 kilonewtons there. And it's pinned at two locations, at its two ends, and this 10 kilonewtons is right in the middle of this. So let's draw our free body diagram by removing the supports and then putting our forces in for the supports. Okay, so I think I have that done already. Let's take a look. All right, there we go. All right, so we have AY, AX, and BY, BX for the two supports on both sides. All right, so now let's talk about writing the equations. All right, so let's start off by the sum of the forces in the x direction and set those equal to 0 because we know that this is in static equilibrium. Okay, so we have AX plus BX plus 10 kilonewtons equals 0. Okay, there are two unknowns in this equation. We can't go any further with this equation, so let's go and let's do the sum of the forces in the y direction. All right, if we do that, we have AY pointed upwards over here, and we have BY on this side, and this force doesn't have any y component to it, so we have 0, and using this equation, we can see that AY is equal to negative BY, right? I move one over to the other side. Now let's take a moment, and I'm going to just choose the point at A, and we're going to call counterclockwise positive here. And solving this equation, let's see, we have BY, which is going to create a counterclockwise moment, which is going to be positive. All right, BY, and then we have the distance there is 4. All right, and do we have anything more that creates a moment? No, we do not. So we have BY times 4 equals 0. All right, so we have BY equals 0, which if then we plug this into this equation, we have AY is also equal to 0. But we've run out of equilibrium equations, all right? We could take the moments around B over here, and what we would find is it wouldn't help us out at all because of this equation right up here, all right? We have AX and BX, and we can't determine which one is taking some of the force, which one's taking all of the force. Through these static equilibrium equations. So that's what we call statically indeterminate. So the way to correct this, and you'll see this in the problems in the books, if you have a beam, right, you will have one end fixed with a pin and the other end on a roller. So if we eliminate one of these x forces on the end, it is then solvable through static equations.